Hey everybody, welcome back to Trades and Gains. I'm your host, Max Pitts, and we've got fresh inflation data that hit the tape this morning, and for once, it's not all bad news. The December Producer Price Index, or PPI, just came in softer than expected. Wholesale prices rose, but not as much as economists feared. So what does this mean for your money, the Federal Reserve, and tomorrow's all-important CPI report? Let's go ahead and break it down. So here's the main headline. The PPI just showed a 3.3% annual increase below the projected 3.5% that was expected. And month over month, just 0.2%, half of what economists expected. Core PPI, which strips out volatile stuff like food and energy, was flat month over month. That's right, zero growth. Economists thought we'd see a 0.3% bump, so this is definitely softer than expected. So why should you care about this report? Well, PPI tracks the prices companies pay for goods, which eventually trickles down to the stuff we buy. A cooler PPI could mean less pressure on consumer prices down the line. That's good news for your wallet and great news for a Federal Reserve that's been laser focused on cooling inflation. Now, we're not there yet. The Fed's magic number is 2%, and today's data still shows inflation running hot compared to that. But this report might ease fears that inflation is spiraling out of control again. Economists are split on what this means. Nationwide's Ben Ayers says today's report should temper expectations for tomorrow's CPI data. That's the big one, the one you see plastered across headlines. On the flip side, Morgan Stanley bumped up its core PCE focus. Why? Some components like airfare saw big price jumps. And that's the tricky part. Even in a softer report, there are still hot spots. So what does this mean for the Fed? As of this morning, there's a 3% chance of a rate cut at their January meeting. Spoiler, not happening. Markets don't see a realistic chance of rate cuts until June at the earliest. And the bottom line, the Fed's holding tight. They need to see sustained cooling across inflation metrics before even thinking about cuts. And oh yeah, we've still got tomorrow's CPI report and the Fed's preferred metric, the PCE, to worry about later this month. So let's connect the dots to you. Softer PPI could mean less pressure on consumer prices, aka your grocery bill might stop climbing as fast. For investors, it signals that rate hikes are off the table for now, but rate cuts are still far away. Translation, markets are going to keep being choppy. And if inflation truly cools, it means better borrowing rates. Are not in the so distant future. So that's the PPI breakdown for you. Tomorrow's CPI data is the next big domino to fall. So hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more updates. Will inflation finally chill out? Or is this just a temporary breather? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and thanks for watching.